What is going on, boys and girls? If you're a Corvette fan, if you recently just bought a new CO6, or maybe if you were able to get your hands on the new ZR1, or maybe got an order out, we got an article here to cover from Car Scoop, and it says America's most famous sports car is now even more American. Let's get into it. I suggest you stick to the end of the video to find out everything that's happening, because there's some movements going on from GM leaving Canada, coming back to the United States. Let's get into it. What is going on, boys and girls, and welcome back to another video. Your boy's been a little bit lost. I'm just getting over this flu, if you guys can't tell by my voice. What is going on? Make sure to hit the thumbs up and the subscribe for your boy. Help share out the videos. We got the Car Scoop article here, and it says GM reshuffles production, ending 3 years of Corvette DCT built in Canada. What are we talking about? Well, the famous Tremec transmission. All right, boys, this video is sponsored by CarLock. Let me tell you something. If you're a car guy like me, if you love modding your vehicle and buying those expensive parts, make sure that the first part or that first mod you do to your vehicle is the CarLock real-time GPS system. And I'm going to tell you something right now. You think you're going to take your vehicle somewhere, you're going to park it, you're going to lock the doors and walk away. Well, think again, because around 850,000 vehicles get stolen every year in America. That's about one vehicle every 37 seconds. And the recovery rate is less than 1 out of 3. And with CarLock, you actually get that peace of mind. This is the first mod I have ever done and will ever do to any vehicle I purchase from now on. CarLock has been a sponsor of the channel for quite some time. And let me tell you about some of the benefits that CarLock brings. Tamper and monitoring alerts. If anybody turns on the engine, if anybody moves the vehicle, if anybody opens the windows or opens the door or actually disconnect the system, which is the biggest questions everyone gets. What happens when you disconnect the system? Well, you're going to get a motion and you're going to get an alert like the one you see on the screen here. Now, if you want to find out more info on CarLock, if you want a 14-day trial, if you want a discount, make sure you use my codes Javi Vibes, and all the links are on the description below. Let's continue. The C8's 8-speed dual clutch transmission has been built in, or previously was being built in Ontario, Canada. Now it crosses the border and it comes back to the Michigan facility. So we're going to get into it. And it says the Corvette is as American as apple pie, but for the past few years, it came with a kick. It came with a kick of maple syrup. Not any longer. Productions of the C8's 8-speed dual clutch transmissions has moved out of Ontario, Canada, and across the border. Now, remember that not every part of the Corvette gets made in America. Some of them get made in Mexico, which I think GM ultimately should, kick back those productions of those extra parts back into America and put, work back into America, put positions back here in America, put some food in the people's table, bringing more jobs over here instead of outsourcing it in Mexico. Even though the company still saves some money by doing it in Mexico, I think they should still bring it back to America, how it used to be back in the old days. But the final assembly of the Corvette, it's here in America. And it says the Tremec build gearbox has been a huge part of the mid-engine's Corvette personality since launch. Now, it says it fires off shifts faster than you can blink, and it's almost good enough to make us forget GM no longer offers a manual option. Yeah, GM no longer offers a manual transmission when it comes to the Corvette, but heck, with that transmission, what it says that it shifts faster than you can blink, absolutely. If you ever had a Corvette next to you and somebody punches it, where there's a guy and a girl that punches a Corvette, you're going to hear that it goes through those gears like butter and super quick. And it says since the 2022 model year, some of the transmissions has been built under the license at GM's St. Catharines plant in Ontario, Canada. That arrangement officially wrapped up in 2025 from here and out. And if it's bolted back on the V8 C8s, it'll have come straight from Tremec's own production line. Now we can see it here. Don't you just love this engine? I think this engine is so beautiful with the manifolds and everything sticking out. I think Chevy did such an amazing job with this vehicle and this engine. Look at here, a side of it. This is something that you would like put in a frame and just kind of put it up on the wall or something like that. It's just beautiful. The only thing I don't like about this engine, and obviously you work from this engine mostly from the bottom up, you touch the top very little. The spark plugs are here in the bottom of the manifold. They're easy to access, but you definitely have to get on the bottom of it. It says from there, it's shipped to the dedicated Corvette plant in Bowling Green, Kentucky to be united with the car. The Bowling Green plant has been building Vettes since 1981 and you can even help build yours there. Before that, the sports cars were built as GM St. Louis, Missouri plant for 25 years, although the first cars were built in Flint, Michigan, how it says here. Now, it's moving the Tremec transmission from Canada back to Michigan, and that plan that stays in Ontario, Canada, they're going to focus on the next gen V8. And it says it here, building the next generation gasoline engines for the V8. It says it already produced V8s for the GM full-size truck and SUV, so it's hardly being left out in the cold. Now, there is new engines coming out. There, remember when there were rumors about it, and Chevy finally confirmed that new engines are coming out with newer displacements for the V8, and that's currently what it's going to be focusing on, that plan in Ontario, Canada. And it says not all DTCs are created equal. It says every current Corvette, whether there's a base 495 horsepower, which is the Stingray, an all-wheel drive E-Ray hybrid, which I honestly think that E-Ray, it's an amazing Corvette. All-wheel drive, gas with electric, it is amazing. A CO6 ZR1 or a 1200 horsepower ZR1X use the same basic Tremec dual clutch transmission. So you're basically getting the same transmission for the base 494 Stingray, an all-wheel drive E-Ray hybrid, the CO6 and the ZR1 and the CR1X. There was a lot of rumors, and I've heard this even when I went to some of the meets where people were saying, no, it's a different transmission. No, it's the same Tremec dual clutch transmission. But as GM authorities report, the hotter version gets some important tweaks to make sure they're up coping with the 4-figure power outputs. Of course, it's the same transmission, but it's going to be, beefed up a little bit because you do have 1200 horsepower on the ZR1X, but essentially it's the same transmission. The track-ready ZR1X, for instance, gets a strengthened inner and outer input shaft, shot pinning gears, improved oil management, and a bunch of other tweaks deemed not necessarily for the entry-level car. And ladies and gentlemen, I think, honestly, we've seen Ford move and build a lot more plants here. They did some insane investments to build more plants here in Kentucky. And not to be hating on Canada or Mexico or not, but I'm always one of those guys that say America first. I think a lot of these parts that are being outsourced, I'm always getting texts from news and things that are coming out. A lot of these parts that are being outsourced somewhere else, like Mexico, I think that should be brought back to America. I think we should bring back those positions. Those plants should be opened up. I think we should put more food back on the table for people who have worked in the automotive industry. And heck, in the 60s and 70s, when the automotive industry was mostly in the 50s, made it in the U.S., we were building way better cars back in the days, even though not as powerful as now. But I think, in my opinion, we were building way better cars. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll leave it here. Short, quick little video. I'm going to start uploading more content as we get through the days and I get better. We have some projects coming for the channel. I've been saying this for like maybe 2 years now. But this year, it's happening. I've already made some arrangements. This year, it's happening. Just stick with me. The vlogs will come back. The building of the cars will come back. Most likely what I'll do is that I'll have a segment for automotive news where I'll do something like Mondays and Wednesdays, and then I'll work on the project like Tuesday and the rest of the days, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and stuff like that to keep the content going on. Anyways, I thank you guys, and I'll see you on the next one.